The story takes place for Thanksgiving dinner back in 2016 during that crazy clown phase. But a little bit of backstory. My family loves to throw big Thanksgiving celebrations at my uncle's house. It's in Vermont, but it's surrounded by a large chunk of woodland. It's a very nice brick house, by the way. Now, every Thanksgiving, a family has that one group of older cousins that likes to slink off to drink or smoke, just get away from the whole thing. And that's exactly who I am at these events. Me, my cousin Jeff, and Lydia, we figured it's better than being the family members that just don't show up anymore, right? Regardless, we would walk into the woods near a clearing by downed log where we would smoke, drink, and just discuss our lives, just generally catching up and stuff. This night was going swimmingly. We talked and laughed and probably got a bit carried away, up to the point where we sort of lost track of time. Lydia was the first of us to say to head back or we'd miss our Thanksgiving plates. We began to walk back when suddenly Jeff stopped. I asked, "What's wrong?" And it is then I heard it too. Remember how this was in 2016 during the clown epidemic? Well, hearing that laugh immediately put me on edge. Nobody else was supposed to be out here. My uncle's property was a few miles from any neighbors. Nonetheless, Lydia screamed, as we soon saw a clown step out from behind a tree with what I believed he was holding to be a knife. He giggled and began to approach us. We ran. We ran in all different directions. As I ran past him, the clown took a swing at me, and he then decided to break off for the pursuit of me, pursue my cousin Lydia. As I ran, I made it out of the woods for what felt like ages. Me and Jeff met up shortly, panting and out of breath. My lungs were burning. It was then I heard the scream of Lydia. I instinctively ran towards it as Jeff called 911. When I ran, I could hear a mix of screams, giggles, and what I soon discovered later, mutilation. The clown stood over Lydia, giggling. He couldn't see me, but I noticed just how he was so tall. He was a good 6'2" at least, with makeup and a suit akin to Joker. I want to say in that moment that I fought him off or I hit him over the head with something, but I was too scared. I was too afraid, and I ran back. As I did, I heard footsteps behind me, and they were closing in, so I ran faster. When I made it back out, police were there, talking to my family, as Jeff sat crying by his mom. Lydia's parents was my uncle who owned the house. Police held him back as others went in the woods, ground from multiple stab wounds. As an ambulance arrived, Lydia was taken away where she later succumbed to her injuries. This event shook my family to its core, so much so that we don't do anything together anymore. I can't help but feel like a coward as Lydia's screams echo in the back of my mind, even to this day. And what pains me even more is that whoever that sick clown was never caught.